hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
Nothing shall be impossible, man. That's the level of power that is going to be handed down to us, man. And the Lord is going to give us power because He's given us a body that He can trust. You know, He's not going to give us power in these bodies because we abuse that power because we're naturally wicked. So the first the Lord has to change us, and then He can entrust us with the power and the kingdom and the glory, man. Because we will be able to handle that power in a righteous fashion.
Yeah.
Moving mountains, you know.
Yep.
A big mountain, that means we'll be changing things, man. We'll be changing the environment. You know, delete certain things, like a computer, saying, oh, delete this, I don't like the color of this, change that. You know?
That's funny you say that, because when you go back to Genesis 1 and 1, who created the earth?
It was us.
It was all us
From the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And He gave her approval on it, saying, yeah, this is
good.
This is good. Exactly. So really we're not going to have to change anything because everything was made perfect anyway. But we'll still be able to reorganize and organize things how we please, man. Move that mountain from there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just change things, man. That's what we're going to be doing.
Fuck off! Leave me alone! Fuck off!
Second Ezra.
That's symbolic, man.
Second Ezra, yeah?
Right.
Leave me alone!
Alright. This is
We're not
second.
going to leave them alone in the kingdom.
That's right.
They're going to scream like that in the kingdom. Yeah, fuck off. All them demons are going to be fucking with them. Yeah, fuck off.
Leave me alone!
That's a spirit.
That's how easy it's going to be in the kingdom, man. Leave me alone. God.
Alright. This is second Ezra's.
They're gonna say that my last one moved out.
This is second Ezra's chapter 3. I'll start from 1.
Yeah, what's that? There's actual Hebrew, how does it something shatan.
What's that? What leave you say it?
Yeah, how to like say flee from me.
Agaye Gashata ba Shimyoshai. I rebuke Satan. Agaika.
Yeah.
But when I say in rhythm, like I'm doing music, I can say it better. Agaye Gashata ba Shimyoshai. I rebuke Satan.
They're gonna be saying it like Hebrew.
Alright. This is second Ezra's chapter 3 and 1. Then said I, yea my Lord, and he answered me and said, I am sent to shew thee 3 ways, and to set forth 3 similitudes before thee, whereof if thou canst declare me one, I will shew thee also the way that thou desirest to see, and shall shew thee from whence the wicked heart cometh. And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then said he unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire,
right,
and measure me the blast of the wind, or call me again the day that is past.
So that's mathematics, man. Weigh the fire and measure the blast of the. That's mathematics, man. Yahawashi could have done that. You say, oh, okay, judging by the distance and the speed of the wind, I can say that's 120 miles times by certain. So the wind must weigh this amount, certain kilos, man. You're gonna be doing that in the kingdom.
That's right.
You're talking about mathematics that comes from the Hebrew word math, which means truth.
Exactly. So we're gonna be mesmerizing the different mathematicians, people of the world, man. No, we're gonna be teaching them.
How do you know that?
You know?
Okay. So if you try and measure a flame now, your ass is going to get burnt.
Exactly.
It proves that we're in these spiritual, not in spiritual knowledge.
And the scales probably won't even read it right. You know? But that's okay. But I'm gonna pass it to you.
You got one piece of it. Finish that last piece that you got.
Let me read that. I'll read that again. And it said, then answered I and said, what man is able to do that thou shouldest ask such things of me? So he knew that was impossible for a man to do, you know, because the man that was speaking to him was an angel. Okay, angel of the Lord had come down to Ezra to declare unto him the things which he wanted to know. But to do that, he had to basically go through the process of like, well, show me that you're, to weigh the flame shows me that you're credible to know this information. But he said, listen man, I can't do that because I'm a man. But the angels, they have that power, man. Yeah, the angels have that power, man. Okay, that's why the angels can manipulate the elements. They can appear and disappear and stuff like that. Okay, because the scripture says that he was made a little lower than the angels, man. So when you come in the flesh, we're a step down from the celestial world, man. Okay, that's why the scripture says, as the elder was saying, mortal shall put on immortality. Okay, because in the flesh we're mortal. That means we're subject to time. Our bodies have an expiry date, but when we're made perfect in those perfect bodies, we'll be like the angels and even better than the angels, man. So all these things that are spoken of in scriptures, we're going to be able to do it, man, because the Lord is going to give us that power mentally and physically within our actual bodies. We're going to go past the capabilities or the restraints that we're held to right now. You know? But yeah, that's...
Yeah, and like the brother said, the brother spoke well. You know, the word he said something about the end of the world. And I just want to elaborate more on that because that's exactly where we're at in the world today. We're in the time of the end, Esau.
Yeah.
And it's just so many things happening around the world.
Yeah, shalom.
Indicates that to a high degree. I mean, we talk about a lot of the protests going on. We talk about protests going on in Hong Kong, China, Catalonia, Spain, and then you got protesters going in Haiti. You got protesters going on in Germany because they're concerned about something's going on with the farmers, and they're taking their tractors and protesting about their situation. So everybody, it seems like, I mean, I won't say every nation, but it's gotten to the point where you have nations worldwide that are protesting at the same time, day after day after day. Even. Go on, bro.
It's 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered them and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Yeah.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told you before.
Yeah, so when you see the signs coming, then you know that the end is going to be. So how do we know that we're at the end? By seeing the signs. What were the signs? What were the signs explained by Yahawashi? Alright, man. Let's get Luke 21 and start from verse 21.
So,
actually, verse 25. But finish that though. Finish what you had, brother.
So verse 2, 2 Ezra 9:2. Then thou shalt understand that this, that it is the very same time wherein the highest begin to visit the world which he made. Verse 3. Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee,
right,
even from the very beginning.
So even the uproars of the people that was spoken of. Let's get that in Luke 21. Because what did Yahawashi say? He said when you should hear wars and rumors of wars and seeing commotions in the midst, which those are part of the signs that you're going to see. So I mean, we don't know exactly the date or the time when the end of this world is going to be, but we know based on the clues. We can see how close it is based on the clues that we have, and also we have protesters going in what is it, Beirut, Lebanon, and down there in Chile. All right, but approximately it's about 13 to 14 countries straight that's protesting or rioting.
Yeah.
So these are all signs leading up to the end of the world. In other words, the ending of Esau and the beginning of that which followed. And Yahawashi is going to spearhead that which is going to follow, which is Jacob's kingdom.
That's right.
Go on, bro.
So Luke 21 and 5, that's like a 7. And they asked him, saying, Master, or when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when and what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass?
Right.
And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived.
Right, it says, take heed that ye be not deceived, because who was inquiring of the end in Yahawashi? The disciples were. They were inquiring, when is the end going to come? Because even Paul and them back then, they thought that the Lord was going to come in, the Lord was going to do something that time, but the Lord didn't do that because other prophecies had to be fulfilled. You understand? And that's why Paul was speaking about when he was going to be put to death. He was talking about on how he was going to receive a crown of life, but that wasn't the case because Paul had to come back all over again and do what he was doing, what he's doing right now. Now, if Paul does what he has to do on this side, then he will receive the crown of life, because this is the last Roman Empire. This is the last of all of the paganistic beasts that came on the earth. Go on.
Take heed that ye be not deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach.
Right.
And the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear wars, when you shall hear wars and commotions,
right,
be not terrified.
Now look up that word commotions, Papa Bishop. Now if you look up that word commotion, as the brother's going to look up, I mean, I'm going to explain it anyway, but we're going to look it up as well. It means disturbancy, something to that effect. And you see that happening around, what, 14 countries straight. Disturbancy, and then you got people down here complaining about the Brexit thing.
Oh yeah.
You know? So it's a lot of uproar amongst the people and brewing up of chaos. Alright, so what did Yahawashi say? I mean, what did Ezra say about the signs? When you start seeing these signs, and just know that the highest is going to visit the world which he made. Who's the highest that's going to visit the world which he made? Yahawashi, who the world called Jesus Christ. You know, so that's how we know we're at the end. Like I said, we don't know the actual date or the time he's going to come, but we know based on the clues. Go on, bro.
It's the word for commotion, Strong's G181, Akastasia, I believe.
Yeah, you said it right.
And it says instability, a state of disorder, disturbance, confusion.
Right,
Yeah.
great disturbancy and great confusion. So that's what you see happening in these countries.
Yeah.
Great confusion. If you look at Lebanon, what's going on down there, you got people going crazy, man, and it's really predominantly the poor that's rising up against their government. And that goes right along with the second Ezra. What does second Ezra say? That they should disregard their kings.
Yeah.
Right? Which the worst edition means an uprising. It means to rise up against the establishment. And that's what it's going to get down to. People all around the world are going to get sick and tired of their government, whatever bullshit is coming from their government, and they're going to go buck crazy, man. Okay? Even these characters over there.
Yeah.
Go on, bro.
Back in Luke 21, Luke 21 and 9, but when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified.
And we're hearing, and keep this, brothers, we're actually getting this at the same time. We're seeing all of this happen at the same time, as prophesied. Let's read that one more time.
It's Luke 21 and 9. But when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass.
Right, it says, for these things must first come to pass. Go on.
But the end is not by and by. Verse 10, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom.
And kingdom against kingdom. You're going to have nations rise up against nations, and kingdom against kingdoms. So you're going to have the Eastern world rise up against the Western world. Alright, you have those Muslim nations linking up with Russia and the likes. Oh, you got a new thing that's happening now. Africa is linking up with Russia now.
Oh yeah.
And that follows right along with Ezekiel, the 13th chapter. Alright, so everything's happening fast.
Yeah.
Now, 5 years ago, things weren't happening so fast as they are. But because we're getting so close to the end, the days are moving faster. Everything's operating more quicker now. And it's a beautiful thing because it lets us know how smack dab to the end we really are.
Right.
Go on, bro.
Verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places.
Right, you had an earthquake that hit Dallas, Texas. Now, you've had many earthquakes that hit certain parts of the earth throughout the ages and times. But we're having earthquakes like damn near all the time when we entering into this season. Okay, and they're hitting different areas where they wouldn't usually hit. All right, so everything that's spread out of here is happening right now, live and direct, in real time. This is happening in real time. So when people say, "Oh, the Bible is a 1,000-year-old book," it doesn't matter. It does matter. The reason why they say it don't matter because they are not spiritually inclined to the Most High, and they don't know the Bible, right? And also, a lot of these people are just pretty much peons, man. They're peons on the mental, and they're peons on all different aspects, man, on all angles.
And for the word there for earthquakes, I believe it's a Greek word which can mean tremor, and it can also mean tempest. And a tempest is like a tornado, like a tsunami, and those kind of things. So it's not literally just an earthquake. It's talking about natural disasters.
Yeah.
So it says, and earthquakes shall, so Luke 21 and 11, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs.
Right, and you have down in Venezuela, they're experiencing a great famine. You already have that going on. So again, everything's leading up to prophecy. Everything's acting according to prophecy, the word of the Lord. You see, so everything was already preordained to happen, and everything's happening according to his will, by his words. So you got these Edomites out there that are declared Christians or theologists of Christianity or the Bible, right? They're thinking in their mind they can stop what we're doing, but this is already preordained. Okay? Everything else is going to fail. Actually, it has already failed already. Islam has failed. Christianity has failed. Okay, the 5%ers, all of these doctrines have failed. The only doctrine that reigns supreme and is winning right now is what we got, which is the truth. Okay, and the truth that we've been bringing out for years is now being made manifest. Okay, go on.
And fearful sights and great signs shall be there from shall there be from heaven. Verse 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you.
In which verse you in?
Verse 4.
You jump down to verse 25, I believe it is.
This is Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
Right, there shall be signs in the sun and the moon. So what do we get? We're getting blood moons every once in a while. We're getting micro moons every once in a while. Right, we're getting blue moons in rare cases. So we're seeing all of these unusual signs in the heavens, which again is indicating what the end of this world. The end coming of Yahawashi, which is who's going to spearhead our kingdom, which is the kingdom of Yahshua Allah, Israel. Alright, and this is why the Most High woke all of us brothers in this truth at the right time, because the Lord was preparing the end. Go on, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 27. Just to make a point, it says, "For the Lord of hosts has purposed, and who shall disannul it?
Right, that's
and his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?"
Exactly, brother. Go on.
Basically, like a lot of these, the majority of the peons out there are watching the news and they're seeing all these things happening, and they think that it's just going to die down, and all these protests and that sooner or later they're going to wither away. They're not going away, man. It's just going to get worse and worse.
That's right.
Until the end comes, man.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's a very good point. So nothing's going to be stopped from this point on, from the higher elites all the way down to the peon level people that we see day to day. They're not going to stop nothing. All right. Now they couldn't stop what time that they came out of their mother's womb. So they couldn't stop that. How the hell they're going to stop anything else that's bigger than them? Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
Back in Luke 21 and 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and there shall be stars, and upon the earth distress of nations.
Right, and upon the earth distress of nations, and everybody's under stress. everybody is expressing their what's going on within their minds, what's going on, because the government is not doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing and being right with the people. So people feel like their backs against the wall. People feel like they're not getting what's right. In terms of let me reiterate what I'm saying, man. You know, people feel as though they're not getting what they think is right.
Yeah, they're fair dues.
They're fair dues. That's what I wanted to say, brother. You read my mind. So this is why you have all of this anarchy going on in these countries. But it's just gonna get worse from this point on. It's gonna elevate, and then at the same time, you got this chip situation, which the apostle Tahar did a sit down on it, called what is it? ID 2020. So what they gonna start doing probably next year, which 2020 is right around the corner. They're gonna start pushing that chip, and in order for you to get some vaccines, you gotta take that chip.
Right.
That's what they're gonna start pushing out of this. So everything's culminating to the end of the world, and it's a beautiful time, man. It's beautiful because we've been in this captivity for 400 years. You know, like the brother the one said, man. We've been bending over for years, man. Now it's time for us to raise ourselves up and declare the kingdom and to become kings again. That's what time we're living in right now. We're living in a time where Israel is being raised up to kingdomhood. Okay? Go on.
Verse 26. Okay, back in verse 25. The sea and the waves roaring. Verse 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on earth.
Right, and I want you to read that verse again where it says that what is the sea and the waves roaring?
This is Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations.
Right, and the signs upon the earth distress of nations.
With perplexity in the sea and the waves roaring.
Right, and the sea and the waves roaring. What is the sea and the waves roaring talking about? That's talking about the large body of people that's coming together and declaring that they had enough with their own government. Roaring. That's what that's going into. Right? And it's going to happen down here in England. You see those great riots that are taking place in these different countries that I've named. It's going to come down here. Right? And then it's going to go, that same shit is going to go over to America as well.
Right.
And that's when they really going to push that shit, man. All right? They're thinking about pushing it right now by the vaccines. So if you want to get your vaccines, or your daughter, she's got a cold or whatever, she got to go get that shit. All right? Or your son, same thing. Yeah, so Esau's already pushing that RFID microchip. Now you got people that already got the microchip, right? But it's all based on because they got it by choice. Esau's gonna make it mandatory now.
Yeah.
You know, why you got these characters in Israel saying, oh, there's no such thing as a chip, man. And the mark of the beast means something else. That's what they're saying. Meanwhile, the mark of the beast is already being pushed. Right? And the reason why, what is it, that guy in One Body in Yahawashi, the reason why he said, man, that ain't talking about that, man. Man, ain't no such thing as a chip, man. The reason why he's saying that, because he's scared shitless. A lot of these guys are scared. You know what I realized? Two things, right? The reason why these guys don't want to push the chip, because for one, is because it's all based on pride. And they don't want to admit that we got it right. Great No Stone got it right, right? And number two, they scared to death, man. Because the thought of it being, the thought of the chip being the mark of the beast, that means when they bring out it, when they initialize the chip, that means you got to put away your life. That means you can't eat. That means you can't continue with your housing, driving your car. Everything has to, your whole entire life as you know it as, that you're comfortable in is going to put to a stop. And that's a scary thought. So I kind of understand why these guys were saying and prove it to themselves and prove it to the world that the chip. So like the market of beast ain't the chip because they scared to death, man.
So Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor.
Right, so you got people that's in greater positions and people that's in lower positions. Go on.
Rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
Now, you look up that word mark, the word, brother. You look up that word mark, the word mark is, what is it, corrupt in the Greek, which means something inserted in you. So how can you insert Christianity in you? How can you insert a white woman in you? You understand? So it doesn't make any sense. The only thing that makes sense is it would have to be that very chip, the RFID chip. You know what I'm saying? But like, and I'm gonna say this as well. Like I said before, you gotta, these guys, they know in the back of their minds that the mark of the beast is the chip. They know it very well. But like I said, they're pushing it for two reasons, and I'm just assuming here. Because number one, they're scared to death that it could very well be the mark of the beast, and they have to give up everything of this world, right? And it also has something to do with pride, and that's why they don't want to push it going, bro.
And number three, some of them are probably getting paid anyway.
Oh, right, right.
Some paid agents out there, man.
Yep. Because they're, what is it? They're backed by a 501c3 charter, so that's true. You know, the Waterford remind me of that. But yeah, that's just what it is, man. Go on, bro.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right, and what is it, that mark? In other words, and another thing too, just because it says right hand in their forehead, people will find some kind of loophole and they say, well, okay, as long as I don't take it in my forehead, in my right hand, I can still take it. I think what we do, read the whole thing and then get these Revelations 14.
So verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. You won't be able to do your day-to-day businesses. You won't be able to buy things. You won't be able to sell things. You got certain jakes that may be in the truth. They got a successful business according to them, but they're gonna have to stop that, right? If they don't take that trip. And that's why these guys are pushing, oh, it can't be the chip. It's gotta be something else rather than what it actually is. Go on.
Save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Verse 14, chapter 14.
It's Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his right hand or in his forehead.
Right, it says that receive his, what is it, the mark in his right hand and his forehead. Go on.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
Read it one more time.
Revelation 14 and
Yeah.
Revelation 14 and 9.
Verse 8. Stop verse 8. Let's see what that says.
Verse 8?
Yeah.
Okay, cut. Revelation 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city. Because she made all nations drink the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying,
around here.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image.
Right, it says any man that worship the beast and his image. Go on.
And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine.
Oh, so it didn't say right hand, it said hand. So let's say you take the chip, let's say you insert the chip, an implant on your left hand. You're still representing the beast. You're still identifying yourself with the beast, the image. Okay? You take it on your butt cheek. Yo, what are you doing? You're identifying yourself with the beast. You're exemplifying that image. Okay, which is this Roman system. You're in league with this Roman Empire, modern day Roman Empire. Go on.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
Right, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. So if you take that chip, that's your wax, man. There's no coming back. There's no going back or coming back. That's your wax. You're just going to be sanctioned to be pelted by those nuclear missiles.
Right.
And right along with that, your body, what is it? Your body remains is going to be swimming in that lake of fire.
And that's even if you try to take it out. So a lot of these other camps are talking about, you know, if you get the chip, you can take it out. Taking the chip, when you take the chip, you're taking the chip.
That's your ass, yeah. Even if you do try to take, and you really can't take it out, because once the chip is inserted inside of your skin has a way of pretty much unwounding itself. All right. So if you insert something, right, let's say inside your muscles again have a way of healing itself. So how are you gonna take it out? If it's been in there for like, let's say 4 or 5 months, you can't take it out. Go on, bro.
I did a video, I came across this website in a week and of some UK chipping company, and they said that when they insert the chip, there's this gel they put called Paraline, which is anti-migration. So once it's in you, it's designed that it's not going to move around.
Wow.
So if you try and take it out, it's going to be hard to take it out anyway, because the Paraline is surrounding the chip.
Wow. I didn't know that. See, that's what I'm saying. So with that being said, how are you going to take the chip out? It's going to be impossible to take it out. All right, and that's just the thing. But how it's going out? Because I said under the muscle. They're not going to certainly do it under your muscle. It's going to be under the skin, the subdermal. So once they put that inside of you, again, you're going to have to cut yourself deep open. And meanwhile, what's going to happen is you're going to lose a lot of blood. All right, so it's just stupid to just come up with the idea, I can take the chip 1 minute and then take it out when I see the pistols coming.
But that's not spiritual, man. It's spiritual. Taking the chip, then you're giving yourself to Esau, man.
Already, you've already declared.
Yeah, exactly. So that's already declared it, man. So there's no going back.
Yeah.
Whether we can take it out or not.
Exactly, man. So, like I'm saying, once you take that chip, you've already declared yourself and towards the angels in heaven and the Most High that you're in league with the beast. You didn't have enough faith to say, you know what, to hell with this beast, I'm going to serve Yahawashi. You went and took it because you were scared, man. Go on.
It's Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters.
Beautiful.
But he will hate the one and love the other.
Right, you can't serve two masters. You would either love the one or hate the other. So our master who was serving is Yahawashi. That's our master. And right about now, you have already made up your mind through the spirit that you're not going to take that shit. Not teaching, it's the mark of the beast is this or it's that, or for whatever it is, rather than what it really is. You're supposed to correspond with the truth of the idea. Even the devil knows, man. Even these damn Edomites know that the mark of the beast is the ship. Go on, bro.
See, if you take the mark of the beast, you're also not getting the mark of exemption, which is in Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Right.
Because the mark of exemption is going to be put on the elect, which is, it says, Ezekiel 9 and 4, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst of them. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Right, so you got two kind of marks. You got that mark is Gawad, and the Hebrew is Gawad, which means exempt from judgment. So if you take that chip, what are you doing? You're exchanging one mark to another mark. Alright? You take the mark of the beast, you're doing away with the mark of exemption from judgment. But if you don't take the mark of the beast, and you all have that mark of exemption from judgment.
You got these guys that said you could take the chip out. If that was the case, the scriptures would have said you could do that. The scriptures would have said you can remove the mark out of your hand and your forehead. The scriptures would have told you what you could have done in that situation.
Right.
The scriptures plainly say you're not supposed to take it at all.
Exactly. So once you take it, as I'm going to say again, that's your ass, man. You know, you could have taken, let's just say a dumb Negro do that. Take the chip and then take it out. He's still going to be destroyed anyway.
That's right.
Because like the brother said, there's no scripture saying you can take it out.
Yeah.
There's nothing in it that says you can take it out. Once you take it, that's your friggin' ass, man.
And ask these camps that are teaching you that the chip's not the mark of the beast, man. Ask them if they're going to take the chip. Are they going to take it?
Yep.
Because they're not going to take it.
There's been multiple
Some of
cases
them
where
are, yeah.
brothers have run into like IOIC members and they've asked them, are you guys going to take the chip if it's made mandatory, when it's made mandatory?
Yep.
A lot of them have said yeah.
And you know why? And you know why they said yeah? Because it goes back to what you were saying about how certain camps are sold out. They're back on the 501c charter. And this is what I believe, right? I believe this is what IOIC and other